Hey everybody, it's your bruddaZen. It's time for another timeless pick a card reading. In this reading, we're going to be sticking with this Pisces energy that is around at the time of this recording, but the energy will follow this reading in this video through time. So you are going to have a choice of either option number 1, option number 2, or option number 3. And of course, you can pick as many of them as you want. I'm going to start with number 1, but timestamps for the others are listed in the description box below if you want to leap ahead. So let's get started. All right, if you chose reading number 1, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off here with a crystal medicine oracle. So we're going to pull from here and get a card. And we'll pull some other cards as well. All the cards I use in a reading, by the way, I do list down in the description box of the video below. So if you're interested in any of them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up, right? So that's going to be your main medicine wheel card here. We're also going to pull from the Power of Surrender deck. So let's take a look here. All right, this top one here is going to be that one. And we also are going to pull some tea leaves here for more clarity. Okay, they do want that one. Ooh, and they do want this one. This one, they do want this one right here. Okay, oh, and they do want the month of the year for up here. All right. So let me just scooch these around and we will get started here. So I do want to start with this one here first, and you have a reflection. So definitely, diving into the hidden and the unknown, reflecting. And winter is the medicine, and also rhodonite is the crystal. Card number 22. What a perfect number. 22 is a master number, and like where 11 for me represents like your awareness of your human side of yourself. The 22 is connecting to your spiritual side, realizing that you're so much more than you're human, that you are a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that's made of unconditional love. So this talks about, it says, you have attracted this card into your awareness today as it is time for deep reflection, a time to go within and connect to the inner wisdom that is offered and available to you at this time. Your surroundings are constantly guiding you towards opportunity for growth and powerful life lessons. Most of the time, what we see on the outside is a reflection of what we have deep within. Everything acts as a mirror for us to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. This reflection can come from people, animals, crystals, trees, or anything that holds energy and a spirit. The old saying, what you see in others is a reflection of what you see in yourself, can include positive or negative behaviors. So it is helpful to remember that when you point a finger at someone else, 3 are pointing straight back at you. When you can deeply understand that the reflection others offer us is a powerful opportunity to heal the unloved parts of ourselves and also powerful life lessons, then you can set yourself free. Have you been troubled by someone of late and you're blaming them or pointing the finger? Are you putting someone on a pedestal because you believe they are better than you? Do you feel something stirring within you wanting to come to the surface? Whatever is happening for you right now, the answers to your questions lie within, right? The hidden. You may find it helpful to take some time to sit and reflect on your current situation and ask, what are the lessons coming to you right now? What are you seeing in others that you can't see in yourself? Which aspects of yourself are you disowning and being encouraged to love or surrender to? Right now, there are signs all around you telling you to connect to the profound wisdom of your own soul for healing and awareness. Do whatever you're guided to at this time to allow this to fully awaken. This card can also mean that it's time to reflect deeply on something in your life. Yeah, definitely the hidden, right? So the medicine for this is the season of winter. And throughout life, we enter into different stages, phases, and cycles, and with each one, a different medicine or energy is offered. People of the past deeply understood the blessing that came with each cycle and honored them with sacred ceremonies and rituals. They understood the power and magic that came with connecting to and working with the unique energy of each phase. Because past races lived closer to the natural world, their lives were directly affected by the weather of the seasons, particularly winter, as it was cold and food was less available. The word winter has a Germanic origin and means time of water. It is the coldest season and a time when everything goes into sleep mode, making it a powerful time of reflection when you're invited to go within your inner cave. It is a time to retreat from the world and sit in deep contemplation with your thoughts and ideas to take some much needed you time. So I like that. How perfect is that for this reflection and to find out what it is that is bubbling down underneath that is hidden, that spirit feels it's important for you to know right now. Now we're going to look at this Power of Surrender deck, and you have Surrender to Miracles. More purple and purple. So definitely crown chakra numbers here, and the purple is the month here. Says, be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So what seems to be a part of what's bubbling down underneath the surface here is this belief that, belief around miracles, and that you're able to be worthy of receiving them, and that they do happen, and that they could happen to you in your life. So there is this worthiness, of course, that's bubbling down underneath here. I feel a lot of this struggles, a lot of obstacles, a lot of things that are just blocking your way, that you feel there's no way around it, that there's just you've looked up and around and below, and you're trying to try to go through, but there just hasn't seemed to be any way to get past this block. But this is Spirit having you look into here. What's bubbling below the surface? What belief that happened really a long time ago created this blockade for you, where you just don't feel that you're able to bypass or get past this thing. So I really like that. We'll get some more details here too, and then we'll pull some tarot. So you have the month of July coming in here. So the month of July is significant for you, either for when the miracle will happen, when this release will finally flood in. July is summer. So, there is this beautiful flooding forward. The winter turns into summer. I like this too, that they're talking about phases and seasons, that this will only last for a period of time. And then we move into summer, because in the northern hemisphere, winter runs like December 20th, January, February, March 20th, and then March, April, May 20th is spring. Summer starts in like June, right? So there is this middle of the summer feel that there is this change, this brightness, this warmth that will come. The phase will change. Everything is temporary. But they do want you to look at this, whatever's below the surface. Let's see what else is in here. So you got doggy, which says protection. Also, you have protection from a powerful friend. So you are protected. You are being guided through all of this. That's definitely Spirit letting you know. Turkey. I love that it says someone is behaving stupidly. So you're like, yes, you know who that is. And then you have flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Yeah, so that makes sense with this over here, right? And then you have bread, a period of prosperity and abundance. So I like that. So you've got 2 cards here about prosperity that are coming. I mean, you're protected, and then you will have this prosperity, this bread that's going to come in, right? And then you have the flute and the turkey here, both that make a lot of noise, right? The gobbling and then the fluty noise. So depending on if someone is good at the flute, it sounds wonderful and peaceful and can bring you relaxation, while at the same time, it can just irritate you. So there is this wonderful energy, like I said, of these things falling away. It's seasonal, but I love, just knowing that you do have protection from spirit, that prosperity will come. Just understand the seasons that are here. Now I have 2 decks. I have the Black Tarot and then the Light Seers Tarot. So the Black Tarot is going to be what your subconscious, unconscious wants you to know. It's your shadow side. So we're going to pull cards for that. And then we're going to pull the Light Seers Tarot, which is what your higher self, your spiritual posse creator wants you to know about all this. So let me shuffle real quick here. All right, so this is from your shadow. Okay, they went to that one, that one, that one, and these 2. And then the Light Seers Tarot. What does Spirit want you to know? Okay, they went to these 2. This one in the middle, this one, and that one from the top. All right. So I feel like they want to go, they're calling it tit for tat. So let's just get these all scooched up here. And we're going to start with what your shadow wants you to know down here. And you have the Justice card. Justice card is number 11 here. Sorry for the glare there. Trying to get it to where it you can at least see it. There we are. So the Justice card is this wonderful balancing of fears. It's usually there's on one side there's darkness, and on the other side there's light, and that represents the scale of the small t truths of the fears, those that we're taught in the world. The root, of those is the fear of losing conditional love. The bright side is unconditional love. And so there's capital T truths that are related to the higher realms, and the small t truths that are lies and illusions rooted in fears of losing conditional love. So your shadow's letting you know that through this process, there is this balancing that happens, which we talked about the seasons. There's all the seasons happen for a reason, and the balancing happens. Things go out of balance on purpose, come back into balance for a reason, and then go out of balance on purpose. So that all happens on purpose for a purpose. But to help balance, we question our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets about why. And that's why we dive deep into the hidden and into the unknown, because then we're able to question, where did these thoughts and these beliefs come from earlier in our lives? And that's what helps us transform them. And then we go above here to the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is the recognition, being seen in the light, very balanced energy. So you can see how here the audience over here has they're all like transparent, and what they're really looking up to is these spotlights in the sky, which is recognition from spirit. I feel on the work that you've been doing, the deep diving that you've been doing into your thoughts and your beliefs and mindsets, which has helped clearing these things. Continue to do it. It's like encouragement going, you've been working on this, you've been releasing a lot of fears, and a lot of balance has been coming in, but just keep going. Don't give up just because it's winter and it feels like things have stopped growing and things are stagnant, because during winter, things are still happening underneath the surface. That's what's hidden down here, is all this stuff that is working itself out. So don't stop. It's still bringing a lot of change, a lot of progress in beneath the surface. So I like that. And then you have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so swords are the thoughts, the beliefs, the mindsets, the attitudes, the expectations. And there's usually, I think this is a big sword here. You may not be able to see it in the black, but the Queen of Swords, of course, rules over thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets. She has the Ace of Swords, which allows her to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, while at the same time slicing away those small T truths. So here you are showing you're empowered. She also, all the queens, in addition to ruling over their suit, all get water. So she has this connection to spirit, and it helps balance heart and mind and helps this balancing come in. So there definitely is this balancing energy so far that's below the surface. Even sixes are 3 on each side with the 6 of Wands. And then you have the Strength card, card number 8, another balanced 4 and 4. I love the Strength card because usually they'll show a lion and then a maiden with the infinity symbol on it representing our higher self. Well, this shows this relationship between shadow and spirit, because the lion represents our human going on this journey on the ground. And it comes down hungry and thirsty, and we're all told, what's going to fill us is out there, relationships, situations, and things. But we eat of that, we drink of that, and what happens? We feel more thirsty, we feel more hungry. It's like eating American Chinese food. You're like so hungry still after an hour, right? And so there's this wonderful, wonderful energy that comes in that balances, because once that lion is desperate, it's hangry, it's hungry, angry, that's when it realizes and connects to the higher self. And our higher self doesn't try to destroy our shadow. It realizes that what our human side is hungering and thirsting for is the unconditional love of up above, which it is made out of. Our higher self is a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who's made of unconditional love. And it brings this wonderful bonds together. Instead of destroying each other, it's one completes the other, and then they walk hand in paw, through life. I like how they have this as a combined unity, a creature that is joined together, and then you walk together. So this balancing of the heavens and the shadow of the earth, the light and the dark, is so perfect with this. So this is this balancing that's coming out. And I do want to go over here. And these cards kind of shed a little bit, but Spirit told me, because I was going to Sharpie them so you couldn't see it, but they wanted me to leave whenever they peel, because they want to show that behind the darkness is the being of light, that it is us, that the shadow isn't some, evil creature. It is our higher self. It just is wearing this shadowed essence, because it's veiling us from the awareness that we're this beings of light, so we could experience darkness. So I really like that. Yeah, and here we go. More balancing. 4 of Wands. Joy, a card of joy and celebration, but also stable, balanced energy, 2 on each side. So we're getting all this balancing, showing that everything works itself out. It's all about the scales that go back and forth, the ebb and flow between shadow and light, day and night, that it's normal. We came down here to experience it. So don't give up hope. Allow it to flow. And I like that. And here you have the King of Swords. You have the Queen and the King. So both represent the ability to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm and cut away small T truths more and more, which helps balance, because we're weighted down with so many small T truths growing up that are these fears that we chunk at them and remove them and remove them and remove them. And it just makes things lighter and lighter and lighter. So I love all of this, how it's coming together here for you. And then you have the 9 of spheres. So the 9 of spheres would be the 9 of cups in the standard tarot. The 9 is the hermit's journey, the major arcana number 9. And the 9 of spheres being the 9 of cups is about the emotions. And it is one of the wish fulfillment cards. So I like that this is showing up underneath the surface, the subconscious. This is showing you that there is this hidden dream that you have not become aware of yet, that going through this process is revealing to you that as things balance out, you realize a lot of your life that you've been living, these dreams that were handed to you based on small T truths, but you're getting into the capital T truths, especially as you connect to your higher self here, you're realizing what it is, how you uniquely want to share this love with the world. And so there's this beautiful unveiling, this beautiful, I like that word, unveiling. They're showing me when they have a new brand of car that comes out, and they have it covered with this giant curtain, and then whoosh, voila, and here's your dream. I feel like this is what is coming together for you here, especially with, letting these miracles be seen and allowing yourself this time to step away. And that's why it's important, because, when it talked about here going into your cave, with that medicine card, it's a time for you to get away from the noise and to really see what it is you want to do as you connect to your heart. Yeah, because here's the 8 of Swords. Swords are your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets, like we talked about. And one of the swords that are being kept away. And I love the mirror, because this is all about reflection. So here you are reflecting, but this allows you to look at this you with all the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you had from the past that made you feel blinded and bound and trapped, that kept you from being able to move forward. Again, an 8, a 6, 4, 4, 4, 9 of cups. 9 is the only odd number you had, but that's a great 9 to have because it's the wish fulfillment card. So wonderful movement. The 8 of Swords is about you moving beyond these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have kept you trapped in the past. And so it allows you to move forward. Right. And then you have the Hierophant, card number 5. Another good card to have with an odd number, because 5 is the number of change, and the Hierophant is an invitation. They take you on this journey to understand what your truth is. So, again, this underneath the surface here is that you are being drawn and guided into this inner journey. You're being guided into this cave on purpose, for a purpose, for you to really question what it is that you truly want. What truly is your dream that you're wanting to come true in your heart of hearts, not the mind with all the swords, but getting into the heart, the higher mind, and what is it that you want to do. So there is this revelation throughout these cards here of what it is you want to do with your life. And here's the Ace of Cups. So you have all the love that you need. The Ace of Cups is becoming the chalice, the Holy Grail. And like I mentioned, it's, determining here how you uniquely want to share this love with the world. You become a chalice, you fill up with this love, and then everyone else gets the overflow. So it is discovering here how you uniquely want to share this unconditional love with the world. You had the turkey and you had the flute. So there were these people that are being, someone's being stupid, and there's this, the flute is this noise that's trying to draw you. They're kind of showing me there was an old table, like the Pied Piper. Was it the Pied Piper? That would be able to, make the kids follow him with the flute and make the rats follow him with the flute. So it's this noise, this feeling of control, people acting stupid, trying to get you to do what they want you to do, not allowing you to live your dream. But I feel like this is such the empowering journey that you're on, freeing yourself so that you can move forward and live this dream and share that love in your heart with the world in your own special, unique way. I feel July, of course we have here, I just want to put this right in the middle. July feels like a very transformational month for you this year. whenever you're watching this. So I love this for you. And if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these timeless videos, I also put like monthly readings for each zodiac sign and a few other items. If you are enjoying this content, if you give this video a thumbs up, it tells me that you are enjoying this. And you also click the subscribe button that gives you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there's an option for all, which if you select it, two things happen. One, you're notified immediately when new videos are posted, but two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube providing free readings. Also, doing these things helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. I currently offer also personal readings. So if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, if you check out the description box of the video down below, it does tell you how you can book a reading and the pricing as well. All right, beautiful people, as you go through this wonderful journey, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing journey. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 2, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Crystal Medicine Oracle. And we'll pull some other cards too. By the way, all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of the video down below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right, so first of all, let's start off with pulling a Crystal Medicine Oracle. So okay, that is that there. Then we're also going to pull a Power of Surrender card. So let's take a look here. So for reading number 2, actually they went to this one right here. And then we're also going to pull some tea leaf to get some additional messages here for you. Okay, they do went to that one and that one. What else? That one, that one. They do want this astral house here. So let me just get these kind of scooched here, and we will start with the Crystal Medicine one. Oops. All right. So that's what we have. So we're starting off here, and you have initiation, with medicine being a sacred site. Beautiful. So this is what is hidden here for you. And phenacite is the crystal for this. So I'm going to read from the book on these. I love how they present it. So initiation. You've attracted this card into your awareness today as it is a sacred time of initiation for you. So that's what's hidden, is this initiation that's coming. Throughout your life, there are certain times when you're offered opportunities for huge personal growth, and your soul in these moments is aligned with powerful energy that allows for awakening on all levels. You are entering into a rite of passage where you will be offered new gifts and abilities to assist you on your journey. The stars are aligning at this time to shower you with divine blessings. Have you been feeling a little frustrated with or stuck in your life? Have you been doubting your purpose? Do you struggle to believe in yourself and feel unworthy? Well, the universe has shown up to remind you how powerful and amazing you are. Know that you are worthy, and all that you have been searching for, or the wisdom and clarity to action, your next step is right here. Take the time to connect to and be aware of what's coming through for you at this time. Could be an offer of a new job, an opportunity to go on a holiday, a marriage, a birth of a child, death of a loved one, or any other major event in your life. There are, all of these are catalysts to bring in this new vibration and energy for you, a universal blessing and an ignition of the soul. Your gifts are ready to be honored and worked with, and now is the divine timing of initiation and honor of who you are and what you've already achieved. Make sure to nurture and believe in yourself as you birth this new energy. Wow. I'm loving this for you. So definitely that's what's kind of bubbling down below the surface, coming to fruition. So you might have been feeling, like it said here, stagnant in this, feeling like there's something changing, something's coming. You can like sense it in the air, like before a storm hits, but the storm is going to be for you. Because the sacred site here is the medicine for all this. And it says there are thousands of sacred sites spread throughout the globe, created and founded by ancient civilizations. They were built where ley lines or energy lines crossed, making them a powerful vortex to connect to other worlds. They're known to hold the dynamic energy of initiation and sacredness. Being in a sacred site will lift your energy to a higher state of consciousness. The ancients knew this and would facilitate all of their ceremony and sacred business in these places. Some examples of these sacred sites include Uluru, Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, Mount Shasta, and the Grand Canyon. So if you ever get an opportunity to travel to a sacred site, you will understand the powerful initiation it can offer and will definitely be transformed by the experience. Wow, beautiful. So definitely, if you have the opportunity to go visit a sacred site, definitely follow your heart and follow your guidance in going there. So I really, really like that for you. And then the power of surrender card you have is surrender your addictions. And it says, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addictions and replace it with healthier alternatives. So that's kind of some of what's coming in here too, with this initiation, this change that's happening, recognizing your power. I just kind of feel like because you haven't understood this power that you have, it's felt weird. It's made you feel very odd. And you might have, distracted yourself with any of those things, right? And we are, when we're younger especially, if you are picking up people's emotions or seeing spirits or whatever it may be, you might take, distractions of a variety of different ways to not focus your attention on it. And so this has been kind of a damper on your gifts, where this initiation is allowing you to understand your gifts and to expand them in a powerful way that you feel comfortable with. That is very powerful for you. So I really like that. And then we're going to take a look here. I want to see what this astral house is. Yeah. So this could be definitely, you've got the career card here. So I feel like this is getting to a point in your life where you're like, I just want to express this and do something with it instead of hiding it and distracting myself from it. It actually is something that you can actually turn into income for you, where it's an energy exchange of the gifts that you have and that what you're able to share with others, and how it is able to bring benefit to you too financially, because that'll be the energy exchange. So I like that. You also have the peacock, beware of great pride. So yes, as you come into your power, it's difficult to, balance that, because the ego is going to want to define yourself by it, where this is just going to be reflection or a expression of your power and of your abilities, your spiritual gifts, these talents that you have. It can, in the beginning, it can be like, ooh, look at me. And then that's what, the love and humbleness is what powers your spiritual gifts. But then when we go into the pride, is actually the fear of losing something, the fear of it not staying around, or, the fear of it failing, right? And so that's what that is anyway. But I love that it's coming in here going, don't get cocky about it. Not peacocky. And then you have wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Yeah. So the wedge is just like a advance warning that as you discover this and let these things go and go into this initiation, some people, this reminds me of like the 7 of Wands in the tarot, which we'll take a look at here in a sec, which is when you get lifted up and you are brought into this higher place on a hill, which is what happens here. Other people who are not ready for that still feel low about themselves, and they want you to come back down and be miserable with the rest of us, down there. They're like, come back here. Why do you get to be up there and be happy? Come back down. But they're just like, don't take it personally, and just realize that it's because they feel low about themselves they're doing it. It's not personal against you. It's all about them. Then you have grasshopper, which says situations in the balance that require careful handling. Yeah, so you have this wonderful energy coming in here. There's an old movie called Kung Fu where it was about a Buddhist monk. He had to walk on the rice paper without tearing it before he was ready to go out into the world. And so it's about walking carefully, just being aware that there are people here, that don't appreciate where you're headed and how you're rising, and especially if you're being cocky, that'll make them even feel like they want to bring you down a notch. But this is a wonderful, wonderful, just allow the steps to unfold. It's just what I feel is coming with that card. And then you have the haystack. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. Yeah, definitely there is this positive aspect for this that's coming through here in this, because this is like you've been doing the work. You're going to go through this initiation. You're going to let go and have these things fall away, and you have been working on clearing away the distractions and the things that you've been using to damper and to feel comfortable, comfort foods, comfort relationships, comfort whatever it is. But you're like, this is going to become more comfortable for you because this is going to become uncomfortable. And then it does lead to this. So I really like that. I do have 2 tarot decks. I have the Black Tarot and the Light Seers Tarot. So these are both sides of the spectrum, of energies. The Black Tarot is going to represent your shadow, what messages your shadow has around this initiation. And then the Light Seers Tarot is going to be from Spirit, your higher self, your posse up above, what they want you to know about this initiation. So we'll start with your shadow. Okay, they do want those 2. What else? Okay, they want that one in the middle, and then the top 2 here. Come on. There it goes. I think that's 2. They're thick cards. Sometimes it feels like there's more there. And then we'll also pull the Light Seers Tarot. How exciting, though, an initiation, this new change that's bubbling up, that's coming for you to bring you to new levels. All right, so they want this one here, these 2 here, and that one, and that one. All right. Just going to set these aside over here and we'll get to those, but we're going to start with these in the middle. And we're going to start with the shadow message, which is the Strength card. And this is a beautiful card because the Strength card represents your shadow joining with your spirit, because usually there's a lion on there with a maiden. And the lion represents our human side, our shadow, really our human character existence that comes down here. And it's hungry and it's thirsty. And we're told, like all of us, it's told to go out into the world to eat and drink, and it will fulfill you through relationships, situations, or things. And it doesn't quite work out that way, because all the outside world is like Chinese food, as I say, American Chinese food anyway. When you eat it, you're hungry an hour later. So it's not fulfilling. And the more we eat of it, the more desperate we become, to where we're hangry, we're hungry, angry. But that's when our higher self makes itself known to the shadow side, to our human side. And it doesn't try to destroy one another, even though that's somewhat of what our spirituality teaches us, to destroy. But it's actually our higher self that fulfills our hunger, because what we're hungry for is the unconditional love of the higher realms. And our higher self happens to be a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. So it's able to give it what it's want, and then it walks hand in hand or hand in paw through life in this new awareness. So this initiation is this joining together of your higher self and your human self in such a strong bond that just helps your journey going forward, and seeing it in a completely different way than you have ever been able to see it before. Yeah. And here you are, the Two of Cups. I love this deck because I always say it's your higher self and your human self joining hand in hand. So that can't be any more perfect than having this unfold beautiful way. This is you joining spirit and your shadow. This is the initiation, joining together in such a beautiful, because I even did this right. You can't make it up. It's right here, in a beautiful, beautiful way. So I love this. Then we'll go to this one. You have the Knight of Spheres, which is the Knight of Cups, or I think spheres. Yeah, I think spheres are cups. Or Knight of Pentacles. I think, I just feel like this is the pursuit of love, the Knight of Spheres, the Knight of Cups. Because all knights have a quest, and this knight is in pursuit of the chalice, the Holy Grail, that which is full of the unconditional love of the higher realms. And the Knight of Cups is a movement. So there is this movement of emotion as it, they pursue that love from above. So it definitely is this movement of the emotions. And you have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords not only rules over air, in which, the swords are the suit of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and attitudes and expectations. That Ace of Swords that she has allows her to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm that are rooted in unconditional love, while at the same time it allows them to cut away the old ways of thinking, those small T truths that were taught growing up, that are rooted in those fears of losing conditional love. So she has this great power, and you can also see down here, there's a little caged heart. All the queens are also given a portion of water. So she's half air, half water, which represents the emotions, right? So this heart that's trapped here, this is the heart that's being freed, because the queen is balancing her thinking with the heart, with this love instead. So a beautiful balance between heart and mind that allows both to have a seat at the table in making decisions going forward. And then you have, so the Six of Swords. So here's the swords. The Six of Swords is about leaving behind old ways of thinking and moving into new ways of thinking. So there is this beautiful conjunction that's going on here between spirit and the shadow. So they're granting you the gift of the Ace of Swords to cut away those old thoughts and beliefs and moves from choppy waters to calmer waters. So there is this change of thought and belief and mindset about how worthy you are, because as you connect to the higher realms, you're realizing how powerful, how priceless you are, that you're so much more than just this human character, but you're this powerful actor behind the character that I talked about. Yeah. And here's the Devil. So here's the shadow. Here's your shadow being up here. And the shadow is great. I mean, because the shadow, what it does is the devil card, the shadow card is Saturn energy. And Saturn energy comes in and shakes and rattles and rolls all your thinking and belief, all those thoughts that you are given when you're growing up around everything from relationships, romance, education, what a job, what your body, your money, your possessions, all that stuff. We have all these rules that we're given growing up. Well, it challenges, it shakes and rattles and rolls your world to see what it is that you believe now, what you just took on as your belief from others. But you go through this wonderful, like even when you go through your Saturn return, which is when Saturn returns back to the place it was out on the day you were born, it brings in the shaking and the rattling and the rolling at its climax. Usually it takes a long time, like 30 years or something, I think, for it to go around the sun. So even within 5 years of your Saturn return, you can start to feel this shaking, this rattling, and this rolling, where you let go of the old ways of thinking to bring in new, which, of course, with this initiation, this is awesome. Yeah, and here's the moon. So the moon is, again, the unconscious, the subconscious, this deep diving, and it's also communication with spirit. But there is the phases of the moon. So much, usually they have like this, like a sea on it, that you dive deep into the subconscious and the unconscious to understand what's down there and connect. But he also allows you to spring up and contact the spirit world, like the high priestess does through moon energy. So I really, really love this very spiritual initiation that's coming in. It might even be around a full moon. Or new moon, which we're just coming off of a new moon in Pisces, which is this energy too, at the time of this reading being recorded, of course. But there's this wonderful energy that comes in. So pay attention to the moon cycles, because that, especially if it's a Pisces new moon or a Pisces full moon, or even any of the other water signs. But Pisces is about the unconscious and the subconscious. And of course, I mentioned Pisces at the beginning of this reading. And here you have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is about, one, seeing your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. It does represent new opportunities also opening up in your world. As you combine and join hands with your higher self, you begin to see the world differently. And as you cut away more thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, those that were restricted and restricted and restricted, which you had this very thin road you had yourself walking on, you miss all these opportunities out here and you miss all these opportunities out here, because here's the small road. But as it expands, you're able to see more, and more opportunities definitely come into your life as well. And then you have the Five of Spheres. So the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is about this transformation of emotion coming in here again. So there is this movement from judging yourself for feeling the shadow emotions. We come here on purpose to experience the opposites, so we can understand more fully who we are. Like if all these cards were all black, you wouldn't even be able to see any design on them. But because there's light and dark, we're able to see the contrast and see the beauty, understand ourselves more. And so I love that this card does talk about that. It talks about, that we are here to feel the feels, no matter what it is. But when we're done, the two cups in the back represent our power to choose, that every moment is either of the fears of losing conditional love or of unconditional love. And it's either one or the other that we're choosing. Neither is right, neither is wrong. They just feel different. One feels like a cold pool you're jumping into. The other feels like a hot tub. The cold pool, after a while, it felt good to jump in there in the beginning, but then you start shivering, right? Now you jump into the hot tub. And even after a while, the hot tub, maybe you're like, you know what? I feel like I'm boiling like a frog. I want to go jump into the cool pond. So it goes back and forth. It's a wonderful, one feels expansive, joyful, warming, and abundant, and the other feels maybe restricting, small. And so there's the difference between the energies, but neither is right, neither is wrong. But it brings in this empowering feeling, which allows you to feel your emotions without living in the darker emotions, knowing that you always have another opportunity to change. And here you have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is every moment. So where this is the emotional choice, like every moment you get to choose what emotion you want to feel. Well, the Two of Swords is every moment you get to choose what story you apply to whatever you're going through in the moment. You know, a story of conditional love, the fear of losing conditional love, or a story of unconditional love. Every moment is a choice between one or the other. So I love this initiation coming in because it's really showing you the duality of the two of you that are living this human experience, and that you're not enemies, but you're part of one another, and you've joined together to where you don't judge yourself. You just realize there's a difference. And when you feel one, if you're ebbing towards one and flowing towards one, you can always change it whenever you want. So a beautiful initiation coming, a great transformation coming that just helps you move forward in different ways in your life. And I really love this for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these timeless pick a card readings, I put out other videos like monthly readings for each zodiac sign, etc. So if you're enjoying the content and you want more, if you give this video a little like, just to tell me that you are enjoying it, then you can also click the subscribe button that gives you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, if you select the all option, two things happen. One, you're notified immediately when I post new videos of all sorts. Also, two, you're notified when I go live on YouTube providing free readings. In addition to all of that, it also helps spread the Zen love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it wants to share the videos of my channel with other people automatically as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings currently, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful people, as you go through this adventure and this initiation, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. You have an amazing journey. We'll be talking with you soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 3, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off pulling a card from the Crystal Medicine Oracle. And by the way, all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of the video down below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right. So let's take a look here. We're going to pull a card here first. All right. That is your Crystal Medicine Oracle. And we're also going to pull from the Power of Surrender deck. Get more information on what is hidden that Spirit would like you to know about. All right, that is the one there. And then we're also going to pull some tea leaf cards here and just get some more details on what comes through here. Okay, they do want that one there, and they want that one. What else? Okay, they do want that month of that year. Okay, and that one right there. Easy breezy. Let me just move these out of the way so I don't knock them over. And we will dive in here. So let me just turn these like this for now. And you have creativity, and fire is your medicine. Beautiful card. And Big's Bite is the crystal for this. And so this is card number 7. So let's take a look here. See what this brings in for you, and then of course we will dive deeper. So with creativity, it says you have attracted this powerful card into your awareness as a sign that it is time to deepen your connection to the creative life force energy of the universe. You are a creative soul, and you're being invited to awaken to this passionate fire energy available to you at all times. Have you been feeling stuck in your life or experiencing a lack of drive and passion? Almost sounds like a commercial, right? For a medicine of some sort. Well, it's time to connect back to your creative flair. We are all creative beings, and when we disconnect from this life force energy, it can cause us to feel blocked, stale, and unmotivated. It's time to get your creativity sparked. What do you do that's creative? What sparks your passion? What makes you feel alive? Find out what makes your heart sing and action some steps to manifest this magic into your life. Make sure you call in the sacred fire to assist you with your creative projects and deepen your connection to the life force energy of the universe. Wow. I love it. I mean, the creator is the master of creativity, right? So what a great source for, creative juices and that creative fire. So I love that. And then the medicine, of course, is the fire. And it says fire is one of the 5 elements we work with strongly in healing and in shamanism. Each element has its own properties and energy. And the fire element draws forth the energy of passion, life force energy, renewal, cleansing, the kundalini, creativity, sensuality, and transformation on a deep level. We are made up of this fire element and have this energy available to us at will. You have the fire burning within you and are connected to the life force energy at all times. It's time to fan your flame and allow the fire to light up your life. Absolutely. And this crystal here, it's actually a red emerald, and it's one of the rarest on the planet. But it says it's one of the most powerful crystals to enhance and invoke a creative flair at the deepest level. And you don't have to own one to connect to the energy of it. You can even look it up online and just look at the picture and just feel the energy and connect, because that's how powerful you are. All right. And then we're going to look here at the power of surrender card. You have surrender worry. And that says, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. I like this. So this is saying that there's been worry in your life, and what this is great about is that there's this opportunity to transform the worry through creativity. You can express your emotion, get the things out on paper through poetry or through painting or drawing, whatever it may be. Sometimes it's important for us to just get that worry, get those fears out in front of us, out into the light, out into the fire, and then they burn out because we see it. Like, you can I fear losing my job because if I get fired, I'm going to, not be able to pay my bills. I'm going to get thrown out of my house, and I'm going to end up starving on the edge of town because no one's want to help me, and I'm going to get eaten by wolves. And when we say it out loud or we get it expressed out, we're like, this is silly. It would never get that far, right? Because we have friends and family or government or something where we would be able to get somewhere to get assistance somehow normally, right? So, we get all this worry out of us, and then we have this freedom that comes in. So the tea leaf will tell us more about all this, and we have elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So creativity here. So maybe this is this journey that you've been on, feels like it's been forever. Or maybe this creativity, how you express your creativity is by travel, by exploring. So you can definitely, if that resonates for you. And you have the dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. So I like that. So maybe it's time to reach out. And if you're thinking about them, and maybe this is the long distance travel that helps you out. And you have a month card here. So here we are in February. So at least when this was originally coming out here. So is it this month? If you have an opportunity to go visit, do it. Or whenever you see this video, February is a significant time here for you. If it's something you're worried about from February, or it's a birth date, or whatever it may be, it could be this is the friend's birthday, or something happened in February. February, of course, however it relates. This is a general reading, so it can be any of those types of things for you. Then you have the sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So here you go. So you definitely have this fire coming in, new creative energy. So it definitely is reaffirming it's time to express this talent, what you have here. And then you have arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So if you're worried that you're failing and worrying that you're not going in the direction, just know that every second we are experiencing in this life. And that's what we came here to do, to experience this life, to understand who we are by experiencing some things that we're not, but no moment is ever wasted. We're always, we're not on an out of control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode. Your life is so fated. There's so many fated events that are designed for you to experience life through. It's what your soul wanted to experience. But within each of those, we still get to choose what emotion we want to feel as we go through it, and what story we want to put towards it. So we are the ones who can get creative around the stories too, right? So I love this. Now we're also going to pull from 2 tarot decks. The first one's the Black Tarot, and then I'm also going to pull from the Light Seers Tarot. So we've got both spectrums of darkness and light. This represents messages from your shadow self around this creativity. So let's take a look here and see what they have here for you. So they want those 2. They want to that one, and this top one. Okay. And then the Light Seers Tarot will be messages from your higher self, from Spirit, the Creator, the higher realms. Your shadow is a piece of yourself. It's your tour guide that's taking you, on this, sorry, those don't go, on this, adventure theme park that we're in. So I love that. Okay, they want that one and that one. Okay, we'll scooch these. We'll take a look at these, but we're going to start with this one here from your shadow. So regarding creativity, you have the 7 of Spheres, and the 7 of Spheres is the 7 of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. And it represents the, what's the last thing that grows on a fruit tree? The fruit. And so there usually was this patience type of things, just waiting for things to unfold. But there's another part of it, which is what this is for you for this reading, is that once you start to see fruit grow, you're like, so that's not really bringing me what I thought I wanted. And you change direction. Whatever fruit was growing, it's just not, it's like you grew apples and you didn't want apples. Everyone else wanted apples and applesauce and apple cider and apple fritters, apple pie, whatever. But you want guacamole. And so you're changing where you're investing your energy. This is this nudge, with this creativity it's like, that's why you were feeling this, like the fire's gone out. It's because you were living other people's dreams and investing your energy in something that is not what you wanted. So you're making this change and going in this different direction. Yeah. The 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Wands is your drive, your ambition, the fire suit, the fire element. The 10 of Wands represents just you have been on this long journey. You see down this long path and all the burden you've been carrying. It's time. You're ready for this new beginning. 10 is exiting out the door and headed into a new path, a new way of investing your energy. So you invested all your energy in something that you have not been wanting. And so now you're going to reevaluate, invest your energy in something more in alignment with what you want and where you want to go. So I like that. And then we're going to move to this one next. You have the Four of Spheres. So the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is this stability in the outside world, but the stability comes in because what the Four of Pentacles journey is, they will, like we have all been taught, to look outside of ourselves for our worth. You know, we've been told that relationships, situations, and things define us. But when we do that, all of that is unstable, you know, because relationships of all kinds, people change, people pass away, people walk away. So relationships are unstable. Situations like jobs, education, etc., never stay the same. And things, our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions break down, they deteriorate, they blow up, they burn down, they're stolen. So they're unstable too. So the journey of the Four of Pentacles or the Four of Spheres is when they're looking outside of themselves for that definition of their worth. They eventually get tired of the instability there and they turn inward and upward to find the unconditional love from above, the eternal love from above. It never, ever ends. You can never lose it. It's very stable, and that becomes a solid foundation. That's where the stability of the outside world comes in with that. So I like it. And then you have the Strength card, which is exactly what this is about. Because, so Spirit is definitely right in alignment here. The Strength card usually has a lion and a maiden on it. And the lion is our human side that comes down hungry and thirsty, and it's told to look outside of itself for that which will make it full, and it gets hangry to the point where it's desperate, it's hungry, angry, it's roaring, and then our higher self makes itself known to them. It's the connection of the unconditional love. So the same energy going back and forth between both of those. I won't repeat it all for you. And then you have Temperance, balance, and patience. You know, this Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Spheres, is also a patience card. But because I feel like the energy of this is all about change, the Temperance is that you're going through this transformation, you know, as things go back and forth between two cups. It's called tempering. And it's kind of an alchemy type of thing that they're transforming something into something. Was it bronze into gold or something? But it's like they go back and forth and back and forth. And this thing has been changing. This thing has been developing and evolving. And so it's like you're at this point where you're seeing the change happening. You're seeing this back and forth that's been going on in your life, that you're ready for this movement, you're ready for this change, because what you were looking for before did not please you, it did not fill you up. Yeah. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So this just tells me that it is all about to change. 10 endings and new beginnings. The Wheel of Fortune, kind of what I told you in the beginning a little bit. I think I said this about that the fated events, things unfold on purpose for us. And we're not on an out of control drama train about to explode. That it's this wonderful fate's wheel that turns, and it's turning for you because it's the Wheel of Fortune is what it's called. It's the tune of four, the tune of for you. So even your human side is like, yes, this is turning for me and going a direction that's more in alignment with what I want. So I like this. This is really coming out very nicely here. And let me just scooch these over and we will complete with these. And so you have the Six of Swords, Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations, and it is about movement from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. So more movement card here, with these 10s and all of this. There's definitely this change that's coming. And whatever solutions or whatever expression this is, you're going to get creative with how you make this change, how you make this move, how you make these adjustments. And it's something more in alignment with makes your heart sing, like it talked about. This brings this fire, this renewed fire into your life. So I'm liking this because you've been stagnant, you're ready. Yeah, another card that's normally one of, so you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the Hanged Man. These are like the three big ones for me that are about wait, patience, seeing things from a higher perspective, cocoon. Things are transforming, taking their time. But all of these also can mean that you've been waiting patiently, and now it's time for fire to ignite. It's like, on all those war movies, wait for it, and they have them waiting to have them get closer to start firing, right? Well, that's what this is about. You've been waiting patiently. Things have been unfolding, things have been evolving, things have been changing, you've been changing, but now the waiting time is over, and now it's time to express this creativity. And you have the Five of Swords. Yeah, the Five of Swords, you have the Six of Swords, of course, too. The Five of Swords is about the conflict that you've had before. But the Five is a change of conflict. For what was feeling like conflict before, it's because the one side of you was like, here's all these fears of losing conditional love. The supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must. That's what was sucking all the life out of, all the fire out of your creativity, is because it was all these expectations you felt you had to do just to get to ground zero of all this other stuff out of fear. But on the other hand, you have all this thought and belief about expressing your heart, making your heart sing, showing this creativity. And that's where the conflict on the inside was doing, because your heart is demanding to be expressed, but your mind, out of fear, has been kept you captive in a cage. But that time is over. It's time. This movement has come, and it's changing. Yeah. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, okay. So this would have been the other card. These four are all of my taking time for things to unfold cards, and but with everything here, it's telling you that now is the time to act. Even with it being February when this video is coming out, it's now is the time to act. You only have 2 weeks left, and it's time to act now. So I really feel, regardless of when you're seeing this is about taking action within the next 2 weeks, expressing this creativity, making these changes. Some stuff's going to be unfolding for you out of your heart's desire and your soul's desire, but you definitely have the waiting is over. You've been very patient. You've learned it, but you've got like 4 of the cards that normally is wait, patience, blah, blah, blah. So it's just overkill with them saying the waiting time is over. Definitely the waiting time is over. 10s, endings and new beginnings. 6s, movement. And all the waiting cards can also mean that you've been patient and time to move. So I like it. I like this a lot for you. So buckle up, Buttercup. Things are about to change and switch for you, but you are the one that implements most of them. So I like that. So that is what they have for you. And if you are looking for more messages of love from above, and if you're enjoying this content, if you give this video a little thumbs up, it does let me know that you are enjoying the content. And then if you also click the subscribe button, it gives you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, if you select the all option, 2 things happen. 1, you'll be notified when any new videos come out, like these timeless readings, or I have monthly readings for each zodiac sign and some other videos. But also, too, it lets you know when I'm going to go live to provide free readings on YouTube. I know. And also, it helps spread the Zen love to the world, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, it makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, crazy, happy, excited, it wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of the things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful for that. And if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, these are general readings, but I do offer personal readings, and all of that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful people, as you go through this creative expression, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. And in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.